Should the Steelers extend George Pickens? Like, what are we doing? What are we going to do with George Pickens? So I broke this down into two: why we should keep him and why we shouldn't. And let's start with the good. Let's start with the positive. He's averaging 58 catches, 947 yards a season, and that's including his rookie year. So I've said this on several different occasions about Pickens. He is a top 10 talent. As far as just pure talent as a wide receiver in the National Football League, he's in the top 10, and I'll argue with anybody on that. Anybody. What he brings to the table, his catch radius, his size, speed, his hands when he's focused. I will argue with anybody that George Pickens is a top 10 talent. Now, talent and what you actually are doing on the field as a wide receiver, that's two different things. But just as a talent, I would say George Pickens is in the top 10. He's that good. He makes the offense better. And that's the thing about it, is that he's that good. If you involve him, he'll make plays. When he's focused, he'll make plays. Now, we'll talk about that focus here in just a second. But when he's focused, he'll make plays for you. He is very capable. And the tough catches, just think about all the contested catches he had to make with baby hands Pickett. Just think about that. Now part of it is schematics because they didn't ask him to do a lot. But, as far as route running, but Pickens is a guy. He's what does Mike Tomlin say? A dude. Pickens is a dude. But you have to involve him. You got to involve him early. So we need to score more points. There is a need for the Pittsburgh Steelers to score more points. We were 20th in the league last year in scoring points, 21 a game. That's not enough. And here's the thing. If you look, okay, they scored 21 points a game, but it's not like the Steelers were scoring 3 touchdowns a game. That's not what it was. And you guys know that. Hell, there were 2 games that we won. We didn't score a touchdown at all, and got 21 points. So that's what I'm talking about. We just have to score more points. We have to involve him more. Can they be one of the best duos with you team him up with DK Metcalf? Yes. Yes. Now, I get it. We're gonna need some other things that are involved. The play calling is gonna have to evolve. A willingness to throw the football. More than we run the football. But can those two guys be one of the better duos in the National Football League? Yes. Yes, they can. And there are other teams, one just won the Super Bowl, that have duos in the National Football League that are getting paid. Just think about that for a second. Those two guys in Philadelphia are getting paid. The quarterback is getting paid. The running back is getting paid. 4 of the 5 offensive linemen are getting paid. So, and yes, I get it. Their defense is super young. They're paying a couple guys on defense. So it's kind of a flip-flop from what the Steelers are doing. But you can make it work, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing out there that tells you that you can't make it work paying 2 receivers, especially since the Steelers aren't going to be paying a quarterback for a while. They're not. So you have an opportunity here to make this thing work and make them one of the best duos in the National Football League. Now, with the good, there's always some bad. The lack of maturity is just unnerving from George Pickens. I've said this over and over again, and I will continue to say it with George Pickens. This is the year. Y'all know my philosophy is contract year, people play their best and they act their best. If George Pickens continues the immaturity that he has shown, he didn't really do it that much his rookie year, but over the last 2 seasons, if he continues to do that, I have no problems with telling anybody that George Pickens is literally an idiot, because you're in the realm of getting paid around $30 million a season for the next 3 to 5 years. $30 million is the price tag. And you can't act right for, call it 8 months, 6 months, that you have to go off the deep end. Well, then he would be an idiot, because teams aren't going to pay that. They're going to say, nope, we're not paying that. We're not doing that. And the Steelers would be wise not to do the same thing. If you can't give the effort, because again, his maturity comes with lack of effort, you know, not just on running plays, on routes. We saw it last year. This man is running 70% on passing plays. Not getting in and out of his break. When the quarterback gets to the top of the drop ready to throw the ball, Pickens is not even running his route yet. He's not even looking for the ball because hasn't even gotten to his route yet, you know, to where he can look for the football. It's stuff like that. Fighting with fans, opposing fans. Be more worried about that than what's going on the damn football field. It's things of that nature. Now, the Steelers have to help him, not giving him the ball. He has one catch in the first half, and one of them was a stupid wide receiver screen that doesn't go anywhere. You have to do better than that. So I get his frustration as far as that is concerned. You want George Pickens to do well, give him the football early. Throw him the ball. Give him an opportunity. Don't just, we'll see how the game goes and we'll try to get him involved in the second half. That's not what you do with big time receivers. And make no mistake about it, George Pickens is a big time receiver. So you don't need to do that kind of stuff. Get him the football. But that's where we are. Scheme is very important because, look, Pickens isn't the greatest route runner. We've seen that. Although I know in the offseason, we've seen him working, with the route god. We've seen him down there working, doing his thing. I totally agree. But that has to translate to the football field. You can do all the reps and put all that stuff out on social media you want, but if that doesn't translate to the football field, well, nobody cares. And I know the pushback on that, and you would be 100% correct. Well, come on, Big B. If they don't call the routes, what's he supposed to do? You're exactly right. You're exactly right. And that's what I mean by it, is that at some point, they have to incorporate him running different routes. It's almost like the Steelers have forgotten what a dig route is. Like they just don't know what it is. Shallow crosses. We used to run that a lot with George Pickens in his rookie season. Why can't we do that now? Like, why aren't we doing that now? Don't even do it. Maybe we'll see more of that when we have him and DK on the field so you can run a lot of that stuff, because you're not going to double team both. And are they going to stack the line and try to stop the run and say, hey, we don't trust your quarterback, we dare you? Well, great. Then throw the ball up and give him a chance. It can't just be a slant and a go ball. It can't just be that. It's got to be everything in between. Got to be a better route runner. Got to show it in practice so they can trust you in the game. And then in the game, we have to call those plays so that he can make the catches and do what he does. So I felt like the first few games last year, him and Justin Fields had a little bit of chemistry. It kind of went away, and him and Russ didn't have any chemistry at all. So new quarterback, whoever that is, going to have to work on getting George Pickens involved. But to me, I think there's definitely a way that the Pittsburgh Steelers can keep George Pickens. And it's not far-fetched to say that they can. They can afford him. The salary cap keeps going up. I keep telling people, don't worry about how much he makes. Don't worry about how much the guys are making. Just worry about how much they are contributing or costing towards the cap. And I know this is a crazy explanation or an example, but if Pickens made $70 million, but it's only 2% of the cap, who cares? Like, seriously, who cares? Let him make $70 million. It's 2% of the cap. The cap keeps going up anyway, people. It's not like the cap is going down or is stale or anything like that. It keeps going up. And since it does, and we got to spend 90% of it, does it matter? I would think not. Let's get to the poll question. Poll question 2. Do you believe George Pickens will be able to reach his full potential while in Pittsburgh? A, yes. I believe Mike Tomlin has one last trick up his sleeve. B, no. I think he needs a change of scenery to become elite. Ugh. Again, whatever your answer is, make sure you put the number 2 behind this poll question so we know exactly what poll question that you are answering. That one's tricky for me. Whether Mike Tomlin has something up his sleeve or not, I don't know. Quite frankly, don't really care. I just want George Pickens to play well. And I want him to be a Pittsburgh Steeler for a while because he's that good of a talent. So that's just me. All right, people, let's get to the halftime, man. First off, I want to thank all the viewers, all the support that you guys have given us, man. We absolutely love you guys. It's football time. I know in the off season it was tricky, but now we're going to be talking a lot more football. So I know you guys will be tuned in a lot more. Our season schedule, everything's still the same. Things will change up here or there, and when it does, we'll let you guys know. I did part of that today on the Big B's Walk and Talk that we talked about. Super chats are just one way that you guys can help support the channel. Another way is to become a member, man. If you guys want to help and you like what you are seeing in Steelers Almighty, become a member and sign up. We got 5 different levels that you guys can get. Again, if you're coming our super chat, our lives, that you see exactly what we do. We pull up all the members because you have certain emojis, certain stashes that come next to you guys. So I can see you guys and I pull up all your questions and comments in all the live chats. So that's one part of the perks that we do. Also get access to the all 22s that we do as well. So we appreciate that. We got the new Facebook member group as far as the all 22 is concerned as well. I know you guys have enjoyed that. You guys have reached out and told me that you have enjoyed that. So we appreciate that. Link is in the bio. Link is in the comments. Make sure you guys sign up to become a member if you want to help support the channel that way. Let's get back to this, people. Thank you.